Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, sponsored today by Bamboo Learning. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, July 6, 2020, and we begin with a football franchise reversing course and agreeing to a change that it's fought for decades. The Washington Redskins announced over the weekend that it is officially reviewing its name and may come up with a new one even before the season starts. The team's decision comes in the midst of renewed attention on corporate logos and images that reinforce stereotypes and the pressure some of its sponsors have recently put on the team. Oddsmakers are betting on a new name, with the favorite so far being the Washington Red Tails, in honor of the Tuskegee Airmen, the group of black pilots who fought in World War II. Other frontrunners: the presidents, generals, Lincolns, Americans, Kings, and Memorials. Change might be coming to Major League Baseball, too. The Atlanta Braves and Cleveland Indians are reportedly mulling over makeovers as well. Rapper Kanye West is not one to shy away from the headlines, so it's not all that surprising that he's just announced he's running for President of the United States. And it's also not the first time the famous singer has talked about his political aspirations. Back in 2015, he surprised viewers at the MTV Video Music Awards by announcing a possible run in 2020. The Yeezy designer has previously been a vocal supporter of President Trump, and as recently as April said he planned to vote for him. So far, there's no evidence that Kanye has filed the necessary paperwork, meaning he'd have to run as a write-in candidate, if he's even serious. Sometimes things go wrong even when you do everything right. Directors of a YMCA overnight summer camp in Georgia are learning that difficult lesson, along with just how sneaky COVID-19 can be. YMCA's Camp High Harbor had to shut down last week after a counselor tested positive for the virus. Camp organizers say they followed all the Centers for Disease Control protocol before welcoming campers back last month. The counselor had exhibited no symptoms and even passed a required mandatory screening. Once the staff member's condition became known, parents had to come and pick up their kids. Since then, additional staff members and campers have tested positive, and 2 other camps in the area have confirmed at least 30 additional cases. Space watchers are hoping the 4th time's the charm. After a trifecta of technical issues, NASA just set a new launch date, July 30th, for its latest mission to Mars. The Perseverance rover, along with the Ingenuity helicopter, will roam the red planet, collecting soil samples and looking for signs of past life. While NASA has been exploring Mars since the 1960s, this will be the first time a helicopter will fly in its atmosphere. The trip through space is a long one. Even if it does take off as planned, it won't arrive until mid-February. And if there are any more delays, it might not take off for some time. To enable a successful launch, Earth and Mars need to be on the same side of the Sun, which only happens every 26 months. The current window closes on August 15th. He's on a roll. On the 4th of July, professional eater Joey Chestnut beat his own world record by scarfing down 75 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's 1 dog more than his previous record and amounts to 1 hot dog and bun every 8 seconds. In addition to a $10,000 cash prize, Chestnut is taking home the champion mustard yellow belt for the 13th time in 14 years. Due to coronavirus, organizers moved the event to a crowdless, undisclosed location away from its Coney Island home. Joey said he missed having fans in the stands, especially at about 6 minutes in when he hit a wall. His new record is spawning online debate among sports fans if he should be named the GOAT of competitive eating. To put his colossal accomplishment into perspective, he out-ate the runner-up by 33 dogs. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. What is the leading name so far to replace the Washington Redskins? The Red Tails, in honor of the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II. Which rapper may or may not be running for president? Kanye West. How many hot dogs did Joey Chestnut eat to beat his own world record? 75 in 10 minutes. What is NASA's new launch date for its mission to Mars? July 30th for now. In One for the Road, a little baseball history while we wait for the season to begin. On this date in 1933, Babe Ruth hit his first All-Star home run in the sport's first ever All-Star game. It was played at Comiskey Park in Chicago, and the American League won 4-2. The Midsummer Classic was the brainchild of a sports editor who thought it would be a great way to showcase baseball during what was then the Great Depression. For more on the star of the game and Babe Ruth's remarkable career, just say, Alexa, open Bamboo Luminaries. Before we go, we have KidNuz birthday shout-outs for Sean in Syracuse, New York, Tegan in Germantown, Wisconsin, Aiden in New Fairfield, Connecticut, Miles in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lena in Marietta, Georgia, Emerson in Louisville, Kentucky, to Texas for Aubrey in Killeen and Sophia in Houston, California for Max in San Mateo, Jordan in Sacramento, and Orson in San Francisco. Virginia for Amin in Reston and Alex in Williamsburg. And in Singapore, Naya and Xander. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.